deeply honored to receive this award, which pays tribute to Catherine McClary. This accomplishment is a reflection of my dedication and hard work, and one of my deepest moments of my career. The Catherine McClary program is probably MV's premier safety recognition program. It really does honor our top bus drivers and van operators across the country for their performance and safety.
And it's an extraordinary award that's given to an extraordinary operator every year that exemplifies what being an MV operator is.
The Catherine McClary program was created in memory of Catherine Katie McClary, a young woman who tragically lost her life in 2004 due to an MV driver's misjudgments. I think Lorena is one of those individuals that definitely embraces those moments. She definitely understands what the Catherine McClary program is about, and she understands that she needs to come to work every day and put safety first in order to be able to accomplish this. I couldn't believe that they picked me. It was a surprise to me, but at the same time, I was really excited, and it just made me feel like this is what I've been working for. You know, my dedication, my hard work really paid off.
For a morale booster for everybody to see the accomplishments that she's doing, and everybody wants it now. So it's great.
I've been working with this company for 20 years in October.
She comes to work and safety's her number one value.
Everyone just loves her. She's just a great addition to UB.
We build bonds. We have this camaraderie. At CART Admin, we are very proud. And I appreciate all of the hard work that's gone into it for her to get to this level.
Lorena hasn't had a drive cam event in years. It just shows you how much of a professional she is and how she values safety.
When she's out there in that bus, she does everything that she was taught to do. Rock and roll, look, keep following distance.
It makes me feel happy that I am doing something right. It makes me feel like I'm doing something for them.
I think the community views CART as a necessity. It's like air and water, because a lot of our riders don't have any other choice. If we weren't here, they wouldn't make it to their doctor's appointments, they wouldn't make it to school, they wouldn't make it to get their groceries.
So I want my family to know this award is a recognition of my efforts and dedication of my hard work, and this lets me know that I'm doing my job right, and I hope I made my family proud.
In today's session, we will discuss how you might be exposed to bodily fluids in the workplace, how you can protect yourself from exposure, and how to safely respond if necessary. Blood-borne pathogens are infectious microorganisms in human blood that can cause diseases. Key examples include HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. Other potentially infectious materials include bodily fluids contaminated with blood, The bodily fluids you are most likely to encounter as a transit worker are blood, saliva, vomit, and urine. To be safe, assume that all bodily fluids are contaminated with infectious blood. Transit workers can face situations where they might be exposed to blood-borne pathogens. Some situations might be administering first aid or CPR, assisting passengers that may be bleeding after a treatment, a passenger that becomes ill on board your transit vehicle, accidents that may involve traumatic injury. Blood-borne pathogens can only be transmitted to you if you physically contact an infected person's blood or bodily fluid containing blood. Pathogens are not spread by casual contact. Exposure can occur through contact with mucous membranes like eyes, nose, or mouth, or open skin like a cut, rash, or hangnail. Needle sticks and puncture wounds from contaminated sharps are common risks. Universal precautions are necessary to prevent transmission and ensure safety. Universal precautions treat all blood and certain body fluids as potentially infectious. Avoid direct contact with blood and OPIM. Wear disposable gloves when providing care. Cover any cuts and remove jewelry before wearing gloves. Properly remove disposable gloves and dispose of them properly. Use masks and eyewear if splashing is possible. Always wash hands thoroughly before and after care. Universal precautions. Avoid direct contact with blood and bodily fluids. Wear disposable gloves when providing care. Cover any cuts and remove jewelry before wearing gloves. Properly remove disposable gloves and dispose of them properly. Use masks and eyewear if splashing is possible. Always wash hands thoroughly before and after care. PPE is a vital part of preventing potential exposure. Protect yourself first with latex gloves. Spurting or splashing requires more than just gloves. Protect mucous membranes with face shield or mask. If needed to protect your skin, use an apron, smock, or shoe covers. When it comes to blood-borne pathogens, preparation is the key to safety. If a spill occurs or one of your passengers becomes ill while on board, instruct passengers to move away from the spill. Avoid touching, stepping in, or splattering the spill. Contact dispatch to explain the situation and await instructions. You may be instructed to wait for assistance or respond to the body fluid spill. If you are instructed to respond to the body fluid spill, follow proper steps for cleanup to reduce your risk of exposure to blood-borne pathogens. Apply universal precautions and wear protective gloves and other PPE as the situation requires. Locate the bodily fluid disposal kit. The bodily fluid disposal kit contains fluid cleanup materials such as an absorbent powder, a disinfectant solution, and a disposal bag. Wipe down all contaminated surfaces with the disinfectant solution in order to ensure that all blood-borne pathogens are killed. Safely remove and dispose of all contaminated PPE, towels, rags, absorbent powder, etc. Place it all in the disposal bag. Thoroughly wash your hands, face, or any other areas of your skin that may have come into contact with bodily fluids. It is important to understand what to do if you experience exposure to blood-borne pathogens. If an employee administering first aid on normal bleeding is wearing the appropriate gloves, then an exposure incident does not exist. If your gloves tear while addressing a bodily fluid spill, then you may have been exposed. When exposed, early treatment can significantly reduce your chances of disease transmission. Be sure to report all incidents involving blood or bodily fluid so the company can determine if an exposure occurred and then offer post-exposure medical evaluations if necessary. Assume that all blood or bodily fluid is infected with blood-borne pathogens such as HIV or HBV. Wear the appropriate PPE as barriers to prevent the transmission of blood-borne pathogens and use safe work practices such as labeling and proper disposal. Decontaminate yourself by thoroughly washing up and washing any contaminated equipment or tools. Report all incidents involving bodily fluids so they can be evaluated for potential exposure.